It's been a busy day.
It's Monday.
Hey everybody. It's Aiden here.
And this is Kristen.
And we're coming at you from the hangar at Paper Plane, talk about this month's new passport. We got some cool stuff coming in. A little bit of a switch up from last month's.
Very much so.
Started off the year kind of simple, a little sweet, a little cozy. What do we have today? Did you roll your eyes at me?
I did not roll your eyes at you. I rolled my eyes at how cold it was.
It gets really cold.
Hey, and the groundhog, it just said that 6 more weeks of winter. So.
That groundhog.
Honestly, I could have told you that.
That groundhog can bite me.
He might.
He
Well,
would.
then you
Rabies.
living the same day over and over and over again, and the last thing we want to do is that.
It's already Groundhog Day. What do you mean?
It already feels like that.
My therapist last week, she was like, "Oh, we'll see you on Groundhog Day." I'm like, "Sadie, it already is Groundhog Day." You're doing great. So great.
It's a Monday. We just had one of our busiest not expressly a sale day. So it's great stuff going on.
It felt like it though.
Yeah.
That's why I think I'm hearing Fortunate Son in my head. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
I think I only had 1 cup of coffee today.
You didn't ask for any more, and I was too busy doing it.
No, that's what I'm saying. You usually just fill it up and you don't even have any time to. What's this one called?
We're doing great. Seriously, guys. We're fantastic. Kindeng.
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 This is from the Kindeng Mill.
Just cruising for a bruising. This one. So we always choose our coffees with a very not specific flavor profile in mind, but we kind of like to stagger. Last month was definitely the more simple coffee of, you just went through the holidays, you need something very simple. Had it this morning. I think that I feel like after the previous month, we tend to, work through our surplus, and that's just what we drink for about a week straight. We will be drinking the Cameroon for a week straight. I had it with the raisins this morning, though, and it was really, 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 really good. I needed crumb cake with that. I digress. This is a little more complex. Last month was a washed, so a little bit cleaner. This is a natural. So that means it's just punchier overall. What's cool about this one is naturals, I feel like they're usually about a week, maybe 2 weeks, give or take.
On the drying rack.
This is for a month. So natural it's dried in the cherry. And it's turned over once or twice a day, so it has even drying, and so the moisture content is at a nice even percentage, and also so there's no mold, which would then give you an off flavor in the cup. But for a month in the sun, oh, that sounds nice now.
Yeah.
The pale one is saying that's bad. But it lends a very, very, not quite juicy. There's a brightness to this cup, and I feel like this was one of the ones we kept going back every single day, and then we kept changing our minds, oh, it's this, no, it's this, no, it's this, and it's just we couldn't make up our minds. But there's a few flavors we kept coming back to, and we'll talk about those.
Yeah. A lot of coffees from that region, Indonesia, Oceania, they take so long to dry just because it's such a humid climate, so it literally just takes a long time to dry. And one of the reasons why we really like this coffee specifically, similarly why we chose the Sumatra when we started this whole program off, is that typically when you get a lot of those coffees, because they take such a long time to dry and they're in such a humid, wet environment, they tend to have a very earthy, heavy body to them that we usually see in dark roast or some more traditional espresso roasts. But every now and again, you find one that just really stands out. This mill, Kindeng Mill, they did a really great job. It's a pretty cool establishment. They mill coffees for about 1,500 smallholders in the region. So they're just getting everybody's coffee. So the fact that they can get so many different types of coffees from so many different smallholder plantations, sorry, not even plantations, they're really just kind of like gardens, and produce such a really clean, juicy, awesome cup, is just super cool and impressive. So, we got the sample on a whim. We're expecting something kind of earthy and heavy, and we were very, very happily surprised.
This coffee, just in general, I feel like we kept coming back to it in many different fashions. Either do we, don't we, do we, don't we want to do this? Then it was flavor what is it, what is it, what is it, what is it? And it's just, this was a weird, I don't even know, but it ended up working out. So, yes.
Doing no looks now?
I wanted to try, but I was like, I don't trust myself there.
I'm just giving a whiff. Yeah. This coffee is really nice right now, considering it's about 12 degrees outside.
Over it.
Yeah. We just chose this really to kind of like be a foil character for the Cameroon, but honestly, it ended up just working out really well. This is kind of like the cup you want to warm yourself by the window, looking outside, all the snow and stuff and ice just slowly building up more and more outside. But what are we getting?
All right, so again, in having fun with these, I kept coming back personally to a very specific acidic note, and me being me, I reference a lot of flavors that I've used in my past. And this one was finger limes, which are really freaking interesting. They are yay big, and when you cut them in half, they're little tiny pearls, and they're kind of known as like the citrus caviar, and they can be anywhere from like a light yellow to a very deep pink, depending on varietals, ripeness, what have you. But it's a very distinct, subtle lime, bright citrus, but it's still juicy at the same. It's very interesting. But I remember, I think the second day after letting this sit, I tasted, I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah, first she said like lime, and I was like, I'm not really getting lime, and she said finger lime. I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. You can kind of think of like something not exactly like a lime flavored candy, but something along those lines. So it's definitely a green note. There is citrus, but it's not like a punchy sour.
It's somewhere between, actually, I would say, well, key lime is still pretty tart. It's lime and key lime. It's somewhere in between that.
Yeah.
It's a little more soft, but it's still, it's also, there's sweetness there though. Like, I feel like you don't get that sweet. Obviously lime is just dear God why, but it's just a little bit of sweetness there.
Yeah.
And also we were getting a pink note too, and I'm like, that.
Yeah. So the finger lime comes off the palate like pretty right up front, but then very quickly it eases into a very comforting flavor that we discovered is like, oh, that's like chocolate and raisins. And we're like, we got raisinets in a cup.
Which we keep a plastic thing of those in the back, and the second you said that, I'm like,
it's a Costco-sized jar of
dove
raisins.
for it. I'm like, hold on, let's try.
That's been one of our go-to snacks for a while here now, and so when it's like, oh, this is pretty familiar. I'm like,
that's why.
That's why. What else we got in there?
So there's a little bit of sweetness at the end, but it's a very distinct sweet, and it's not a sticky sweet. The raisinets carry that a little bit, but the way that's a confectionery sweet, but this also carries through because technically this could be considered that as well. Nougat. So nougat it's essentially a meringue dried. Well, no, that's just meringue.
Meringue is meringue.
Nougat is stabilized meringue. It's a little gooey. It's a little nutty. It usually has nuts in it. It will take anything rather well, but there's still a sticky, clean, sweet there. But and I got this a few days ago. It was just a clean, like white sweet. It wasn't quite granulated sugar. It had a little more depth and complexity to it. But I'm like, oh yeah, no, that was a good choice.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, very nougaty. A little more interesting than like what you think of as like a candy bar nougat. That's just something that's like really heavily processed, just very, very, very sugary.
That's not very good.
This definitely has a lot more of a delicate, like complex sweetness.
Thinking like an Italian nougat that you would get at Christmas.
Yes, very much like that. The real deal. Yeah, I finished mine. I need more. Anyway, this coffee is really good. I can't stop drinking it. As seen right here, right now. And honestly, we think if you try it, you'll say the same. So you should definitely try it. Come by the cafe, get a cup of the pour over, buy a bag in the store, or if you want, you can subscribe and you get this coffee as well as a new coffee at the beginning of every month, along with this cool little passport and little sticker passport stamps. So you can travel the globe with us.
Ha ha ha. Wait, hold on. Stamp.
Oh.
Stamp. Still need the description 5 words or less. I was having trouble with that one, this one. We'll get there.
Yeah.
So from our nerdy hearts to your cups, enjoy.
Have a good one. I already finished my cup. And see.